Hi, Professor Google here. Welcome to my computer shortcuts. Today we will be looking at Excel. Excel is a spreadsheet. You can use it for lots of things. But first, we must answer the question, what is a spreadsheet? And then we will answer the question of how big is a spreadsheet? So, now I will hand you over to my video expert, who will explain these things to you.
First, let's load up Excel. Let's go to the Start button at the bottom of the screen, click on Programs, and then across into Microsoft Excel. When Excel has loaded up, you'll find the spreadsheet sitting in front of you. Now, your screen may not look exactly like mine. Perhaps it looks like this, in which case you could bring it down to look the same as mine by going up to the top right-hand corner and just clicking on this little double box to restore the window. Let's have a look at what we have. Well, first of all, we have a set of letters across the top of the screen indicating various columns of information. And down the left-hand side we have numbers indicating rows. And we have little cells at the intersection of those columns and rows into which we can put information. Really, this spreadsheet is like a giant piece of paper. It's an electronic representation of a piece of paper that's been drilled up into columns and into rows. And we can put some information into those intersections. We also have another dimension you can see down here, and that is we have little tabs we can click on to go from one sheet to another. It's rather as if we had a writing pad with one sheet behind the other, and we can bring a particular one to the front to work on. How many rows and columns do we have? Well, we have quite a few. In fact, we have 256 columns across the top of our spreadsheet. Now, you might say to me, what happens when we get to column number Z? That's obviously only number 26. Well, notice after that we start to double up the column letters to identify our columns. And if I do a quick trip across to the extreme right-hand side, you'll see that our extreme right-hand column is the IV column. That's off into nothing over there. Our rows are designated by numbers, and that they go down as far as, let's quickly get down there, row 65,536. So that's a lot of rows to be able to work on. And off in here we have nothingness. Let's quickly get back to the top left-hand corner. So, to recap, what we have here is an electronic representation of a large sheet of paper. We have our columns, which are designated by letters of the alphabet. We have our rows, which are designated by numbers. And we have cells into which we can put numbers. We can put labels. We can put formulas. And also we might notice while we're here that up here in this little box we can see which particular cell we're in at any one time by its column letter and its row number. So that is the B4 cell, that is the C6 cell.
Back again. I hope you now know what is a spreadsheet.